very rare and few and far between.
You're not the only one. So what do you do now that you have that information?
I'm just taking it all in right now.
It's a big place. You've never really been to the cities before. You've been to small little trading posts, and you've done stuff like that, but you've never been in front of Hyrule Castle.
Yeah. I just look at the castle and go, wow, that's a big castle.
What do you
That's
have?
a big castle. That's bigger than the Deku Tree.
Where we have our tea. Wow, they kind of
I want tea.
Tall fucking boy.
Goddamn thirsty?
Yeah.
Here's my cup.
No!
I think she wants you to open it and pour it for her because she's a princess.
I'm not a princess.
Well, you ain't no queen.
Well, you're just the queen doing your thing. Damn right.
So true.
All right.
And I'm more like the.
You're the
servant.
court.
Okay, I'll pour it for myself.
Thank you. Since you. Oh wait.
Okay.
I can do it.
Let go of the bottle, Travis. She's drinking it like it's alcohol.
To make her laugh.
Oh my God.
Guys, all right. Settle down.
Okay, Kit.
All right. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I only had
Garlu.
10% alcohol.
Garlo, you go ahead and when you come out, roll me perception.
1.
know
No,
it's-
7.
Okay. I'm about to say,
Let
like,
me
wow.
know.
I looked like a 1 at first, so I was like, oh god.
Let me know
What's
when
your
it's
total
my turn
perception?
again. I'm gonna sit on the couch.
That's just 7.
Oh, God.
I don't have any
Enjoy.
points in perception.
No points?
No points.
Well, you do notice a Kokiri, a Zora, and a Twilight have joined the crowd.
Mm-hmm. What do I do? I'm noticing there's a large commotion over by the crowd, and I'm like, has it started?
Well, you've noticed that the crowd has grown a little bit, so but you don't know why there's a Zora, a Twilight, and a Kokiri here.
It's me.
Typical Travis.
Typical Twilight.
So I look around, I'm like, why is there a Kokiri kid, a Zora, and a Twilight here? Like among
Just notice
All right.
Mickey Mouse is
So,
heavy.
yeah, why are they here would be your question.
Yeah, why are they here? Do I need to roll anything to see like why they're here or something?
No.
I'll say I think I noticed like one of the Kokiri holding something like in the hand, like looks like the royal seal or something.
No, you do see her holding something, but you can't tell what it is.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious, so I kind of not so much like go and walk up to the Kokiri, but just kind of like I'm just kind of like walking a little bit. I'm just kind of like.
So you're walking by and trying to perceive what she's holding.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me perception. Or take the 10.
I'm gonna take the 10 this time.
Okay. So while you're walking by, you see her actually holding, not the letter actually. You see her holding is like it seems like she was taking notes on the way here.
Okay.
But you do see, A, she has a fairy on her.
Mm-hmm.
B, a Triforce glows upon her right hand. This is something you only notice.
Yep.
And you also take notice of. You do take notice that she does have, traveled to the castle to see the king on the top of her notes.
Okay. So like I actually see that written on the thing.
Yep.
So some good eyes I've got. So I start to wonder, I'm like, if the Kokiri is here to see the king, it makes me wonder if the Zora and the Twilight are here to see the king, because it said on my letter that there were going to be more than just me there to help the king. So I'm starting to put like 2 and 2 together.
And create fish.
So I start to go up to the crowd more, and I get close to her, the Zora, and I just kind of strike up a conversation. So I'm kind of like this, like looking out into the crowd, and I'm like,
Roll me a perception, Skylar.
17.
oh,
Okay.
That's
Well,
good.
so you do not. So you don't become. That's all you need actually. But yeah, because anything more is way past it. But yeah, you can tell like when someone starts speaking to you, you look over right away and you see a male Gerudo. You've seen female Gerudo before, but you can clearly tell that this gentleman that walked up to you is different.
Yep.
That it's a Gerudo, but it's male.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So I go out, and I'm just looking out, and I'm seeing, like, I guess the princess start to come up or whatever now to start to speak or whatever she's going to do.
Well, she's already speaking. She's been
already
speaking. So.
Okay. So I'm like, so I kind of look at the Zora, and I'm like, it's rare to see a Zora over here in Castletown. What are you doing here?
Skylar,
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
guys, stay off the phone. Seriously, like you have to pay attention to what's going on.
Yep.
So, go ahead and repeat.
Did you hear what I say? Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm like, I walk up and I go, usually Zoras and Kakiri and even Twilight, I mention all 3 of you, and I'm like, I don't normally see people like that come into a place like Hyrule Town. Usually it's just Hylians. What are you doing here?
I was sent by the king. I have this. What do you call it? A scroll or like
A seal.
I have the seal from the king, and I come here.
You can hear them. Go ahead and roll me perception.
Me?
No, the Twilight. Jackal.
18.
He's good.
Yeah,
He's
you're
good.
You can hear someone start conversating with the Zora, and the Zora hasn't noticed you because she rolled poorly last time. But
Don't
yeah, you can over. Don't at me. You can overhear them speaking that she shows that she has a seal from the king, just like you do.
I guess in a way they're sort of in common with each other since, you know.
So what do? Do you come up to us?
Do you look over and mention it as well?
Yeah, I sort of say it's very unusual for somebody of that species or the queen or the princess of the high or what kingdom am I in? The Hyrule Kingdom.
Yeah. If I were the king of Hyrule.
The king of Hyrule to be speaking.
Well,
it's the princess
you'll-
that's
The princess
speaking.
of Hyrule.
All right,
to
so
be speaking.
so what they're talking about is it's very unusual for a Zora, a Twilight, and a Kokiri to be here in Castletown.
Yeah.
So she mentions that I'm here because I got a letter from the king.
Yep.
That's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
so-
I'm here also on a mission to.
So you
to
mentioned
save
you mentioned that
Nice
to us then.
So yeah,
Okay.
so you mentioned that you're here as well to see the king. You do see this gentleman now walk up to these two and start talking, and you see from your perception that you see the Zora just be like, I got a letter. You don't know what they say, but you show them the letter, and
I got a bracelet because you know I'm special. Because I'm from the Twilight Zone.
God damn
the
it.
queen or the
Anyways.
princess.
That's special.
That's a Jew face sister.
this is from the Crimson Fucker. Anyway, so
That's sad.
That is sad and pathetic. Or your face, God, I'm so horrible.
okay. Anyway, so go ahead.
I'm dying.
So what do you do when you see that?
I show them that I got a letter from my fairy.
What you because only you and him can really see it, but unless you present it to somebody. So the way that you've been marked by the Deku trees, when you walk up, you hold up your right hand, and your Triforce shows on your right hand.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys see this little kid walk up to you. You see You guys haven't taken notice that it's a kokiri, but you guys walk up. She walks up and she goes, "I got this too," and the symbol of wisdom appears on her hand.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you, child? You're not anything like I expected to be.
Okay, what
Roll
I feel offended.
Because technically you are a child. I mean, you are eternally a kid.
I know.
Who's rolling? Her?
8.
Just, how old are you going to be?
Yeah, how old are you gonna be?
9.
Sure.
So, fun fact is like 9 in kokiri years is like 27 or something.
Yeah, that's around my actual age too.
There you go.
Oh, you're turning 33.
No.
Sit your goofy ass down. Shut up. Anyway, so
You're turning 36. What?
Yeah.
you shut the fuck. Sit your ass down.
He's 37. He's gonna be turning 37. We're gonna just skip the 36.
Okay.
You all die in this session. All of you. Yeah, end this session today. All right.
Calm down.
So so she mentions, goes, "I'm 27. Roll me insight." So roll both of you roll dice. No, actually all three of you roll insight. Actually, no, you don't need to. You know about the kokiri.
Yeah.
Both of you roll insight. So, not you, Lisa.
I got 3.
Oh my god, Travis got a 3.
3 plus insight.
What's your
Insight. Let me see. Insight 5.
Okay.
So
whatever you.
So
Whatever.
8.
Okay.
Okay, roll.
20.
Use the dice tray.
20 and
My insight's 6. So
26.
Yeah.
6.
You know that's true that she's 27. You think she's bullshitting, but you're kind of like, I really don't know anything about children and why they're 27, but whatever. Because you really don't know much about the human culture or if she is human. But I want both of you to roll me history.
me?
Yes, both of you.
Yes, you two in the box.
16.
Okay, 16 plus.
Plus, I think it's 2.
Bitch, please. So,
Comparison.
No, precision is 0.
history 0.
History is 2.
History is 2, sorry.
Taylor's like, fuck you, it's 2.
Travis was like, I know how to read.
I know how to read some stuff.
I got
I went
12.
to school and I got education.
I
All right.
Okay, what?
was 17.
Okay. Both of you know that once you start looking over her, that she is a kokiri. That kokiris are eternally young. They actually live eternally because they are technically plants. You can tell it's a kokiri too because they have a fairy companion, which this one has. And the fairy whispers in your ear like, they're both dumber than a box of rocks.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, so you both hear ding 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 ding, and she goes, I know, right?
Oh god. That's
You
sad.
sit there and hear it go ding 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 ding, and she goes, I know, right? And you're like,
I'm like, whatever.
sure, whatever.
I'm good.
Cheers to
So
that.
so you all hear. So the 4 of you hear the following. Thank you very much for coming out to see me. Have a good day. And the crowd starts dispersing. The royal guards line up in front of the princess as she walks up the castle stairs. So the crowd disperses, and now you see the line of guards and that stand before before the castle steps. The princess is still at the bottom of the steps as she ascends it. What do you guys do?
I run up to the stairs
Of course
and
you do.
hurry and go and say, I'm from Twilight. The kingdom has sent me, and I need to see your king or your father.
Okay, so before that happens, though, what else are your actions? What are you guys doing?
I follow him, and I was basically thinking the same thing. I was going to try and stop the princess. Like, hey, I'm here to see your father.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is that I'm standing there listening to what you guys gonna do, and I'm slowly walking, minding my business. And as I get to the steps, I politely ask the guards, "Can I may see the princess?" And that I'm here to see her father. and I show her the scroll.
Letter, whatever.
The bracelet.
I'm just standing there, just talking with my fairy, asking my fairy, what should I do now?
Your fairy sister goes like, we're at the castle. I think we should go up the castle.
Just like slowly walk off towards the stairs.
So these two make it here first.
Yep.
So both of you make it. I want both of you to roll me a d20 and just tell me the number.
Oh, God.
18.
Oh God!
Yeah, you don't want to
You'll
know.
grade.
You don't want to know.
He got
So you were just like, you're all like, so in the middle of the run to the steps, you stop for a minute and you're like, yeah, like you stop mid-run for a minute and you're kind of like, my boots make a lot of noise. That's what stops you, and then you go running again. You make it to the steps. The guards actually stop you for a minute, and they point their spears at you because you're coming at it aggressively. So they go, halt! And the princess stops. She doesn't turn back yet because she heard a halt. What do you say?
I say I'm from the Twilight Kingdom. The king and his family sent me to save our kingdom from the darkness. And I got this bracelet. The princess of my land, or the princess gave me a bracelet. And
the five of them stop. They don't say anything yet. And the princess turns and she goes, you say Twilight?
Yes.
And, she sees you run up, you walk up, and then you behind them. And she looks at the four of you and goes, my father sent out more invites. Oh, well. Alright, let them go. Come on. And they look a little weird, but they're just kind of like, it's the princess, whatever. And they split, and she goes, come with me. And she waits till the four of you are on the steps with her, and she starts walking up the steps. Mm-hmm. You guys are following her.
I look to them and I'm like, that's not the most graceful entrance.
Well, Travis almost got stabbed with spears because how aggressive he was.
The only thing that's going through your mind, Garlo, is you're kind of like, I'm going to talk to her more nicely.
My boots made a weird noise though.
So as you're walking up, you hear your boots thrown, and you're like, clank, clank, clank.
I'm not used to this new armor set.
And he's like, God, you guys are fucking noisy.
Where's my oil?
And your fairy whispers to you, it's like the Gerudo is a little strange.
I know.
Do you though? Do you?
Yes. Now shut up.
And I look at the fairy going. I'm like.
And I go on and punch the fairy.
You do not want to punch a fairy, especially since you are, your goddess that you worship is a great fairy. Not a good idea.
Let's just say if you take that
My
action.
fairies don't like you fairies.
My fairies are not your fairies. Your fairies are garbage.
Oh yeah, does your fairy turn red and spit out fire?
Does your fairy turn red, make you a flower, and then kill you? No. All right.
Do you want more tea? I can get you more tea.
No, I'm good. So if I have no more tea, I'm gonna piss my brains out.
God.
Anyway.
God is cool. God, that's good.
Woo.
Okay.
Black fairy on me now.
All right.
Next.
Number 4.
As the princess goes ahead and leads you guys up into the castle.
Did they make you leave?
No, I'm just sitting because I can't sit on the chair for so long.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot. You had your back. Or I
I
had
know
that
that
back
doesn't
pillow.
help either, but
Oh, it
it's my
doesn't?
turn, I'll get back up.
Well, it's okay. Like, if you can speak loud enough from there, like, unless you need to make a roll, it's
You want
fine.
a jump pack on your back?
No, that's okay.
Alright.
So, as the princess leads you into the castle, you're getting some looks by the guards because they don't see your types here very often.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get to the throne room. The throne room is, of course, lined with royal guards. They are each ready for anything. You guys get to the king, and as expected from the letter, his name is King Roland. The king is pretty young to be a king, about 38.
Dang, he's almost as old as you.
Plot twist: he is the king.
Nick probably had sucked at that.
Anyways,
You guys get before him, and he goes, "Greetings, champions of Hyrule. I called for you personally. The divine powers of Hyrule have kept watch over your lives. I know evil is rising. In the land of Hyrule is in trouble. Deathly in trouble. I also know our people are in trouble, and in these times I ask you, turn to every possible inch of Hyrule to help our people. This includes in each area of our fair land, from the very north of Goron Mountain to the west in Rito Mountains, down to the Gerudo Desert, and down to the Zora Marshlands. Everywhere needs help. We are in dire need, and there are things to do everywhere."
okay.
You must retrieve holy artifacts within this land. There are several things that will benefit you in your travels. Don't do this to me. There you go. Come on.
Trying to get a new thing, Nick.
There we go. Well, I've had this for a while, but this thing is poor on processing power to begin with. Okay, here we go. You need the 6 medallions of time. That includes the light medallion, the fire medallion, the forest medallion, the shadow medallion, the spirit medallion, and the water medallion. You will take them to the Temple of Time in the center of Hyrule Field. There, you will require your next pieces to thwart the evil that's coming. Be aware the things that come next will be challenging each and every time. The sages that guard some of these relics are Gully, Impa, Irene, Oren, Osfala, Rosso, and Saris. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Ganon, the one of legend, is gathering magic to create a calamity war. It is said that in this calamity the land will be destroyed. It is only up to you and you alone, champions, to help. So, I ask you, go on this quest. Use the Hyrule Castle Library. Let my daughter Zelda guide you to this library and use it to find what you're looking for. From there, it will give you everything you need to prepare for your adventure. And I have also prepared something special for you new adventurers.
Thank you.
And he goes, and he claps. You have 4 servants approach you. The 4 servants bring out the following:
a group chat with the group buddy group, but I'm too lost in the game, so I don't care.
You all get on your sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Magical Sword of Oak.
No, this one.
That would
So
be.
for equipment,
Would that be equipment?
Yes, it would be part of your equipment.
magical sword of oak.
Yep.
How do you spell magical?
MAG
No mask.
MAGICAL.
ICAL.
Magical
Sword.
Of oak.
Sword.
of oak.
No, they're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Magical outfit.
We all get that right.
Yes.
Magical outfit, it's just called.
Mm-hmm. And magical wooden shield.
Magical wooden shield. I think I spelled shield wrong, but whatever.
I'll go ahead and print out and put like everything I need onto pieces of paper for you guys for your abilities, but right now you guys are fine.
Magical outfit. What is the last one?
Magical wooden shield.
Okay.
The king says, the magical outfit that I have given you all, which will conform to your preferred outfits, is a temperature adjusting magic. I know the realm of Hyrule has some really harsh temperatures, from the deserts of Gerudo all the way up to the mountains of Rito. This will ensure that you are always at the perfect temperature, so you will not be too hot, you will not burn, and you will not freeze. But keep aware, this does not protect you from lightning. You must be aware of the lightning planes. The king then looks to his daughter Zelda and goes, "Are you happy with your champions?" And she nods and she goes, "They all look like they're ready. It will be a difficult journey." Do any of you have anything to say before she takes you to the library?
Thank you, Your Grace. I don't know how to say it.
I love it.
I said, thank you, my princess. I will do my best with my duties you gave me.
You can go first, and then I'll go last.
You can go. I'm last.
I wanted to say something because it was going to probably progress the story a little bit. Just say thank you or something.
Well, let's see what she says. It's up in the air.
Thank you, your princess. I know I'm a kid, but I'll do my best to help with this journey.
Okie dokie.
I wonder how small you are.
I don't know.
Thanks.
Kokiri are roughly about 4.5 to 5 feet.
Wow,
Okay,
she'd be really
5'7",
tiny.
so-
Huh?
I'm 5'7".
If you were one of
I'm
those-
just saying averagely they are.
I thought she would be this tall.
No.
I am not no midget.
Okay. I
Well,
gotta
you be a
think what I
kid
want to
midget.
say.
You look like a pumpkin.
Okay, I'll take that. as a compliment.
So, I step forward just a little bit, and then I go, Your Highness, I don't know if you know who I am, but apparently it seems like Ganon is causing trouble again. What happened? I thought Ganon was sealed. He's back again? My father?
I want each of you to roll insight. Not you, but the other
I got
person.
19.
That was like-
Dang.
That's good.
So,
And I have 5, so I have like
24.
You're good.
so insight.
2.
You don't know
I
shit.
got
10.
I got 12 in my
And my insight's
insight.
8.
Oh, then, yeah.
Then you know the bare minimum.
Insight is 6, so
What you roll?
12.
12. So
So
18.
18.
I got 18.
So here's what you know. Besides Ganon being a legendary villain of Hyrule,
Mhm.
you also know that he's lying. He's been with his father for at least since he was born till about he was 11.
Oh, really?
That's the base of what you know. You and Travis know more. Not only do you know that, but you also know that he knows exactly how powerful he is becoming.
That's amazing.
Before, you guys don't answer, but the king goes, I know who you are, Garlo.
Mhm.
I wanted to say Garu, but I'm like, I know who you are, Garlo. I also know your history. However, you have not come forward like your father. What you have done for the people of Gerudo is more than what a person who would be associated with Ganon to do. I know you know more about your father's condition than you think, or than you let on. Do not worry. The goddess Hylia keeps me informed of my services. I can trust you to lead this team of champions into battle. I want you to be the head of the group and make sure that you yourself use every opportunity to make sure that your champions are utilized to the best of their abilities.
I do have another question. I remember in texts of old that the sages were the ones that were
They're
protecting the medallions of
copiers.
time. Are these what we need to seal my father away for now?
In one aspect of the scriptures, these medallions were used to seal Ganon. But with the amount of power that we feel he is growing, there might be more required. It is necessary that the four of you find these medallions, though, and bring them to the Temple of Time. From there, you will get further information from one of the sages.
Understood. I feel nothing for my father. I always detested what he did. I'll do anything to seal him back up. Because I'm not evil like him. I never wanted to be evil like him. I say.
He looks to his daughter and goes, Zelda, bring them to the library. Let them get information and then prepare rooms for them. Tonight they rest, and tomorrow they'll go on their adventure. The princess bows, and she goes, this way, my champions. And she will lead you guys away.
That's like one of my favorite countries.
She goes ahead and shows you each the 4 rooms. They are very small, they are personal, and they're just for the night. She shows you your rooms and then goes up the stairs past your rooms and brings you to the library of Hyrule. The castle's library is immense. It takes up roughly about the size of this room as a corner. This is about a fourth of the room of the library. And she goes, the librarian will go ahead and assist you if you need anything. Please, get everything you can. And the princess leaves you. What do you guys do from here?
I go and get some books that I need, all the books that I know about my city, and
I want...
This way.
Okay, the first thing I want you guys to do is roll me a intelligence check. So how this works is you will take the number in the circle of intelligence,
The little circle.
and you will add your dice roll to it.
Well, that's easy because I have 0.
I got 14 and my dice roll is 2.
What did you get? 6.
So 16.
I think she got 6. What I get?
I got 10,
Critical 20.
Okay.
but I had 0 on my intelligence, so
Oops,
I
what-
only get 10.
Okay. What did you get total? Okay.
6.
You and so Cookie and Sakura both start
Oh, great.
looking around the library. You guys pick up the following books. One of you write this down.
I will.
Okay.
You pick up the following books. You pick up Ancient Relics of Hyrule. You pick up Ancient Magic of Hyrule.
I don't even care how to spell it. Ancient. Okay, magic.
Magic.
Okay.
And Ancient Shrines of Hyrule.
This also with Taylor and Caleb upstairs.
It's okay.
It's alright. I'm good.
You're fine. Stop.
You're fine. Just
Okay, I got it.
Alright. Travis, so
I got 20.
Garlo and Jackal, here's what you guys find. You guys find the following. You find
I'll write it down.
ancient maps of Hyrule.
Okay.
You find ancient treasures of
Bless
Hyrule.
you. Ancient Hyrule. So.
Ancient treasures. Okay.
Okay.
You find shadows over Hyrule.
Shadows over Hyrule. Okay.
You find maps of the Twilight.
That's 9.
Map of course the
Excuse you. I'm a Royal Taylor. So you better behave.
Okay.
She's gonna fuck you up with fairy magic. And the last one that you pick up, the last one that you find is called Magic of the Warlock.
Magic.
I like
of
warlocks.
Well, you're gonna be meeting one real soon, from how it's sounding. Okay.
Yeah,
Something drew you to that last book, but you're not sure what. So, here is what you guys do. You guys start sitting down and looking over the books.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what you guys find out. It is said that when you put down the 7 medallions in the Temple of Time,
6 or 7.
6.
Okay. Just making sure.
I just spell medallions.
You don't need to write it down.
You don't need to write it down right now. He's got everything
I
already.
got it.
When you put down the 6 medallions in the Temple of Time, it is said that 4 pendants are then raised up. These 4 pendants must be found and put into the pedestal.
Okay.
From there, each of the Hyrule goddesses, Din, Pharaoh, and Nehru, each of them must give you a blessing. Then from there, you must find the 3 pieces of the Triforce. Each of these things will appear once each of their previous items have been retrieved. For their magic is so strong, they are hidden from the world until the magic that brought them here is escaped. Once you have those, you will gain the true power you need to defeat Ganon. But it is only then, and only then, that you will be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what you found out. You also find out this. You have the 6 locations you need to go to.
Mm-hmm.
For the light medallion, you must head toward the basement of the castle of Hyrule. But this is said to be the most difficult of the dungeons to travel through. The Shadow Medallion is in the realm of Twilight. The Fire Medallion is in the
Did you notice there was
the Fire Medallion is in the north in Gerudo Mountain.
coming in my room?
The Wind Medallion is in the Rito Mountains.
Cody, but I'm
The
going in
Water
the-
Medallion is down in
Cody, on camera, come here,
the Water Medallion is down in the Zora region.
come here.
Mhm.
Come here.
And finally, the Forest Medallion is in Kokiri Forest.
Mhm.
Come here. No, lay the way you usually do. Okay, fine. Just lay like that. I don't care.
So, that is what you guys found out. You guys know exactly where you need to go for these medallions. And that's what you know so far. You do keep the books on handy. You guys,
Cody, I don't like my foot.
the princess allows you to keep the books on you, but to make sure that they are enchanted before you leave.
Okay.
And you guys rest for the night.
Okay.
That's it.